This has probably been one of the hardest things I've had to do on this homestead, and frankly, I'm not quite sure I'm ready to talk about it. Not even sure where to start, but it's been a few days since I picked up the camera and vlogged. And so, just living life, being busy, and not quite sharing. But I was coming out to do the goats this morning, like every normal day. Put my milk bucketing supplies right here. Oh, came around the corner, and right laying in here, I could see my sweet pumpkin laying down, too still. She was too still. So, I immediately thought, is she gone? So I went in, and I could tell that the light had left her eyes. And I stood in shock for a time. It's not something that you're ever ready to see, is it? It's not something that you ever expect to come out and see. Oh, I may have expected it. Doesn't mean I was prepared for it. I don't think you could ever really prepare yourself for something like that. In our estimation, Pumpkin was maybe about 7. I don't know the extent of the life she has led, so I don't know if that's a good age or a bad age to end your life. She had fought a good fight. I've had these goats about 1.5 years, and she struggled. Her pregnancy, she struggled. She's just been weaker than I've felt like she should be. She, struggled through her pregnancy, through her delivery. I decided not to rebreed her due to how I felt with her body condition, how she was doing, and I'm glad I followed that gut instinct. Doesn't make it easy, though. Doesn't make it easy to lose an animal. She was my friend, and I'm grateful for her service, that she provided me with her milk, and she gave me a sweet baby to have here, to stay with us. I'm not exactly sure what happened. We had verified it wasn't parasites. There was no diarrhea. Her Fermacha score looked good. I mean, a little bit lower than maybe it should have been, but not dangerous. So I'm just not quite sure if it was the cold that did her in or what, but or if it was just simply her time to go. You never know. I think the hardest thing about it was, okay, one, I've now lost a friend, right? I've lost an animal in the homestead. What do you do with her? Sometime in the night she passed away. Emma's at school. I have not told her yet, and so Emma does the nighttime goats, and I'd like to know how she thought she was doing last night, if there was any signs that maybe we missed. I feel bad. It looked like it was a peaceful passing, but can you really know? But I wasn't sure what to do with the body. I couldn't leave her in the shack all day, the goats to be there with her, and it didn't feel right to me. So I phoned a friend, and is that something you ever want to call somebody and say, hey, can you come help me move my dead goat? So she came fairly quickly and blessed me with her hands of service, and we got her moved. We moved her into the horse trailer, and there her body can rest until we can figure out the proper way to dispose. I know that our dump has a section for dead animals. That doesn't seem right to my heart. I can't go just dump her off. I could do some kind of a composting system, but I don't have enough materials to compost her. I also do not want to invite animals onto the homestead, predators onto the homestead. And I also don't want my dogs to get a hold of her and spread her across my backyard. So I think we are going to do somewhat of a ceremonial burning. And I just need to gather enough wood and enough supplies that I can accomplish that. The idea of having a ceremonial burial of fire, I could get my head around that, and then she could be put to rest, and all would be well. But I can't help but feel like she's just gonna pop her head out of that trailer and say, "Let me out! It was a joke!" It was a joke. I've had some tears today, some happy tears, some sad tears, but all in all, healthy tears. You know, any loss in the homestead is hard. That's what you do, right? It's what you do. You just have to suck it up and keep moving. But doesn't mean it's not hard. But I've had some healthy tears, and I don't think I'm done having healthy tears. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the goats in my life, and we'll just keep moving on forward. I'd like to thank you for joining us today here on our crazy adventure that we like to call homesteading. Thank you for following us and all your comments. Really, truly, we appreciate it. Make sure to give us that thumbs up for Mr. Durango, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
He doesn't need fires, he's got his colors noticed on and on and on, turning heads to see the colors. It goes on and on and on and on. Stranger says he'll regret his armor. They don't get what it's like to be no one, no one, no one, no one. We don't wanna be hiding, we don't wanna be fighting, we don't wanna be running from the sun. We don't wanna keep trying, we consider denying. We don't wanna be running from the sun. Of ebony publicity, she carries on and on and on and on. Small town words are filled with bias, and they'll go on and on and on and on. A stranger says, poor girl with that armor. They don't get that it's her choice to have a veiling golden, golden gold. We don't wanna be hiding, we don't wanna be fighting, we don't wanna be running from the sun. We don't wanna keep trying, we can stand the denying. We don't wanna be running from the sun. 'Cause we would die to have a place like home. Yes, we would die to have a place like home. Stranger says we don't want our armors, but they don't get we can choose. 'Cause we're like one, like one, like one, like one.